trying to learn how to set up a few things. If you've ever done a channel and done a channel for real, you know how difficult this can be overall. So trying to go live, trying to get the numbers right, trying to get just sporadic things in place. My biggest issues when I started this channel was understanding technology, because as much as I worked for Radio Shack in like the late 90s, and when I left Radio Shack, I was in college, moved on, and I realized that was where my technology stopped. It like stopped in the late 90s, which really sucked, but yeah, it is what it is. I didn't think I'd ever need technology. I certainly didn't ever think anything about a podcast or a YouTube channel that would be happening, because they didn't exist. So that was kind of where we're at right there. So anyway, Cicero Peep, welcome, buddy. Thanks for putting that shout out. I think it was your rabbit on there. I appreciate that, buddy. Hey, but anyway, happy Sunday. This is live number 8 going forward on this thing. And want to bring you this week. This week is hard because it's got Christmas and of course New Year's. So it's one of those things like, do we even know what day it is? It's, so literally a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's all kind of a party. And being semi-retired that I am, it was a matter of like, hey, I don't even know if I'm going to get up today, but here we are. So again, live number 8, let's jump into it. So we got a lot of stuff to cover. I put a few videos out there that I wanted to discuss, a lot of shorts that I was trying to do in the holiday season. And hopefully you guys had a chance to look at those shorts. A lot of the times what I'll do is I'll put together a subject that I like, that I want interested in, but I can't do a full video on it. So therefore I'll put a short out, of course. And that's pretty much how everybody does it, I imagine. But my biggest thing was, should officials speak English? And this was interesting because there's a town in Lawrence, Massachusetts, a town in obviously New England, that has now a mayor that can't speak adequate English. He has to use a translator. Now, I was corrected by one person who didn't identify himself as far as if he lives there or not. So I don't know if that's accurate, but from everything I read, he needs a translator. And I asked if basically that's okay. Well, all the comments came back on me that, hey, you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're all these different things that, the name calling. And I literally just asked a question. I mean, sure, it's one-sided. You can go look at it, still up there, obviously. And it just became a whole, I'm a horrible person because I even brought this attention to anybody. All right, well, I can take that. Just because I want to bring something up doesn't mean I'm a horrible person, number one. Number two, you don't know anything about me. Because somebody's like, oh, you don't even know Spanish. You should just learn Spanish. And I'm like, well, I took 2 years of college in Spanish, and yeah, I know Spanish. I just don't go to Mexico like I used to. Because when I did go to Mexico, I knew Spanish and I could speak the language, even though I'm American. But anyway, this isn't the topic. I just want to talk about that one. And then, all right, checking the chat. Hello, everybody. It's good to see you. Sup? Yep. All right. Hi. Noxy Knox, good to see you. And I miss Jesse Ventura. Really? Is that a Minnesota joke from Swedish Meat Bulge? Swedish Meat Bulge. Yeah. Jesse Ventura from Minnesota. He was a former WWF at that time, WWE star. Also starred in the movie Predator, and he was the governor of Minnesota. So Jesse the brain, not Jesse the body. Yeah, trust me, I know all about that one. Hello from London, UK. Well, very cool. I don't know if the Swedish is actually from Sweden, but do you by any chance read books? Yeah, all the time. He was a true Renaissance man. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Actually, I mean, honestly, Swedish, assuming you're a real person and you're not trying to like mess with me now, I would say at this point, the county mayor of Knox County, which is in eastern Tennessee, he was a former wrestler as well. It was Kane. Okay, his name is Glenn Jacobs. He actually was a wrestler. And one of the reasons that I was so wanted to go to this area was because I knew he traveled all throughout the world. I knew he up and down. They got a lot of downtime. So they're talking to people all over the world. So I said, you know what? This guy knows the mistakes. This guy knows how to handle people, and no one's going to push him around. So that was a big reason why I thought he was, he is such a great leader. He's still a county mayor. But so Jesse Ventura, yeah, I don't know what he's doing now, but I'm sure he's still around somewhere. But anyway, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. So, and then London, UK. I mean, what is happening there? I'm actually really curious reading the chats here. What is happening? You got a lot of population moving in there, and illegal, well, not illegal, migration. Hopefully it's legal migration. So I don't know. Tell me. Put in the chats. Let me know what you think there from London. And Cicero, yeah, you probably should watch The Predator for another couple of years, buddy. Don't. That's a pretty gnarly show. Oh, I lost my mic. Hold on a minute. I'm actually using my fake mic behind my real mic only because it's easier. And that probably gave you a bunch of garbled information, but there you go. So take a look at that. But yeah, if you can send me some messages about what's happening in London, videos would be nice too as well. That'd be fantastic. That would be good. It is illegal in Britain to talk about immigration. Are you serious? Really? Like for Swedish meatballs, is that for real? It is illegal to talk in Britain. Wow. Out there. And then Prosperity Lounge, welcome. Jesse's out there trying to find the next conspiracy theory to cover. All right. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, welcome Prosperity Lounge. We are good to have you here. And Joey Ruffalo is actually the voice behind Prosperity Lounge. He's the weekly space where faith meets action, business meets personal growth, and everyday people find breakthrough. So check out the Prosperity Lounge there. He actually has his own station as well. He's on 6 to 7 on Wednesdays and Fridays. So there's that one. All right, buddy. Let me go back to that. Captain America fan, yes. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things, you know, you like the movies and next thing you know, every Christmas and every birthday, you start getting Captain America memorabilia, whatever. You know, it is kind of what it is overall. So yeah, that's, if anything, standing up for truth and justice, it's Captain America. So anyway, I hope you're a fan as well. And did a small Christmas short just about my Christmas tree that I had there and everything else. And all right, so this is a good one. They say, whatever it takes to focus off of Trump being on the Epstein list. Was he on the Epstein list? What did it say about him? That's what I want to know. I mean, what did it say about Trump, that he was on the list? Because there's a lot of Democrats on there that were on that list as well, and we're seeing actual pictures, which is hilarious. Timu Russell Crowe. Mr. Noise Guy. Who's Timu Russell Crowe? You're not talking about me. I hope not. Anyway, all right. So anyway, guys, I'll go back to the chat here in a little bit, but I did a few things. One of the videos that I put out there was about the Georgia election. If you saw that one on there, I put on, you know, does anything change? This was all about the 315,000 votes that just miraculously weren't signed off on. And, you know, there could be complete fraud. And they basically admitted, yes, we did that, or yes, we didn't do that, which is what we should have done to be legal. So that is a huge, interesting thing. But if you watch the thumbnail, it says, does anything change? Georgia's 2020 election bombshells. So I'm looking at that, and people, the comments went crazy on that one, okay? Because I put that on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, X, True Social, and Rumble as well. It's the same videos, but you can follow all of them if you want to. But looking at that, I put it out there, and it was just a matter of, hey, this is what the information is. And I talked about Rudy Giuliani. I got the book behind me right here, his old book called Leadership, talking about him. And, you know, he was one of the guys in the forefront saying that there was fraud going on in Georgia, and everything he's saying, and I should say everything, the majority of things he's saying is actually coming up to be true. And look at all the comments. I mean, you should read the comments. I don't have them because they're on my phone, which I'm videoing, but a lot of people are mad. They call me all kinds of names, which is hilarious to me. So I'm just trying to think in my head. They basically went crazy on this thing. And of course, a lot of them say, well, it wouldn't matter anyway. You know, Joe Biden is still president. Yeah, well, it does matter in the long run. And it comes out to the point where somebody said you can't do anything about it because it already happened. Well, yeah, I know. But the idea is to stop it for the next election and to actually fight this and realize that, hey, there are people cheating in order to win. And so the whole Georgia thing, it's not finished. We're going to see a lot more. However, a lot more people are coming out too, talking about, hey, this is actually a thing that's going on. So that was my whole thing on the Rudy Giuliani and the Georgia's 2020 election coming up. So anyway, go to these. Bobcat, hi. Bill Clinton, yeah, Bill Clinton was all over those things. Oh, and you're actually from London. I'm from London. A lot of people here wish Trump could take over the UK now. You are lucky to have him. Well, Paul, 2K, 2B, 21. All right. Please, I would love to hear more information if you can. Please like and subscribe. And actually, everybody on here, including Timothy Travis, arrest them all. Yeah, I agree on that one. Actually, let's talk about that in a minute. Let me slow down on that one. But please like and subscribe. I'm really trying. I was trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, which is in 3 days. I got 404 when I started this. Fingers crossed. Yeah, okay. That's a little bit out there. But hey, I would love to have everybody's support on there. Please, please, please go ahead and like and subscribe. All right, so Timothy Travis, arrest them all. I pretty much agree with you on that one, but I want to know this. What do you think about Dan Bongino stepping down from the FBI? Okay, because I like Dan. I listened to his podcast. I think he was one of those guys that was really instrumental in maybe getting Trump elected, but at the same time, it was really good to have him and Kash Patel at 1 and 2 in the FBI. I'm wondering, my opinion, is he frustrated that things aren't getting done, that people aren't actually doing it? That's what I want to know. Is he upset? Because I'm looking at it like I would compare him to Elon Musk, that Elon comes in, does Doge, finds all this money, these billions, maybe trillions of dollars, but then Elon says, hey, we're going to take this back as a government, and then like people fight him on it. Judges overrule him. All the Democrats, they protest, they march in the street, they burn Teslas, they burn down his Tesla dealerships, all because he wants to save government money. I mean, that's a different conversation. I actually have a few videos about that, but it's like, did Dan Bongino get in there and say, this, we want this all to happen, we want this all to happen, and then nothing happens? So that's what I want to know on that one. I'll read Paul's 2K. The Labor government and I don't know who that is. I don't know. Keir Starmer are absolutely hated here. Everyone is. Oops, wait a minute. Everyone is looking at America and loving Trump. We are also jealous. So don't even have free speech. We don't even have free speech right now. Yeah, that's a crazy one. All right. So a couple other ones. Travis just redacted one, but okay, fine. What does the low key look like, Scott? I don't know what that. I'm sorry, Brandon. Or Banana Power. I don't know what that means. Hi, Matt. Hi, Banana Power said hi. Hello. All right, good. So everybody checking in. Hey, guys, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Please hit that like and subscribe. I do this every Sunday night between 6 and 7, but whenever I get around to it in those hours after family dinner, and I do appreciate your support on that one. You read my thing. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Yep. All right. Dan jumped the boat because he... Oh, okay. This is Timothy Travis. You're coming back. Dan jumped the boat because he knew it was sinking, and Kash Patel is just a yes man. He's a joke for the FBI. You know, I'm not sure on that one. I'm undetermined on that one, or undecided on that one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No, I've never been to the UK. PM and a Liz Truss. Oh, that's Prosperity Lounge. Hey, PM and Liz Truss. Okay. Can you imagine being a 20-year FBI agent and Kash Patel is your boss? Oh, yeah. Good point. That was a very good point. Actually, well, on that point, did you notice that the new fire department chief going into New York, appointed by Mamdani, is not a firefighter? How about that? I mean, how are you not a firefighter? Now you're going to be in charge of the firefighters in New York, New York of all things. Like I could see like Oklahoma or some weird, small town in North Dakota. We're talking the New York City Fire Department chief has never been a firefighter. Tell me about that. I mean, you're talking about 20 year, but yeah. First time people read my comment. Well, why would I not read your comment? Banana Power 30. Sorry, I can't read very well with my eyes, but first time people read my comment. So anyway, comment more. I'll try and read as much as you want. Just keep it appropriate, obviously. But on there. Prime Minister. PM is Liz Truss. I got you. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, Prosperity Lounge, you're an expert at doing this. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it all work and do all that stuff. I've got you screaming. Okay, well, stop right there. I don't want you screaming. Just make sure you like and subscribe on this page. So where was I? We were talking, let's talk more about Bongino, though. Sinking ship. Here's what I'm hoping. Oh, let me go back to this. Oh, God, that New York fire chief is an embarrassment. Embarrassing. I've kept a close eye on American politics for 12 years now. Can you, Paul? Let's see. Hey, thanks, Born22 again for subscribing. Can you apologize for your ancestors' wrongdoings? Hey, you tell me what the wrongdoing was, and I'll apologize for it. No problem. Oh, did I miss yours, Corn Plum? I'm sorry. If I missed your comment, I do apologize. I don't even know how to go back on this thing. Said hi. Sometimes I'm just going too fast. Again, you know, if you follow my page, I talk very fast. I try to talk very fast because what I'm trying to do, that's how I listen. And I'm not going to sit here and watch, you know, an hour long or even 15-minute long YouTube channel when I could have got that done in 10 minutes. I mean, that's the thing I look at too, you know, so I talk fast, so maybe I should slow down. Okay, if anybody is to apologize for any ancestors in the past doing wrong, then everybody needs to speak up. Everyone's ancestors did wrong. Yeah. Do you think your people should pay reparations for their crimes? Again, I don't know what crimes there were. I don't know why we're talking about reparations. That's actually, I mean, that's something, a total different subject later on. But again, I don't even know who my ancestors were, so I can't atone for anybody. And honestly, if you realize too, I mean, actual Africans were the first people to have slaves. So are they paying as well? That's what I want to know on that one. And so let me figure that out one. Corn Plum, did you write that? Okay, do you support the nation of Israel? If I missed that comment earlier, I apologize. I would just missed it. So yes, I do. There you go. I mean, and I actually did a huge interview with a man that actually was born and was in the army for Israel. And look at that one too. It's a good video on that one. All right, watch short content. Expect for the Prosperity Lounge videos and interviews. All right. So watch short content. Except for the, okay, we'll get to that one. Hey, that's fair response. I can respect that. Thank you, Kanye West. All right. Do you support genocide? No, I really did not like it when Palestine on October 7th killed all those Israelites, whatever they're called. I thought that was a horrible atrocity that they would do that. I mean, you go after people sitting at a music festival and you're just going to kill and then rape women. No, I think that was terrible that they did that. I'm glad Israel was able to strike back. But again, we're getting off topic for what I wanted to talk about. So, well, I actually just explained why I support Israel. Yeah. All right. So moving on there, Corn Plum. Hopefully I did read your comment because that's what you're worried about. That is Israeli propaganda. Okay. What do I want to talk about? I did. So last week we had in the chat, we had some questions about birthing robots. And so I did a video about this, and this was courtesy of Prosperity Lounge. I did a whole thing on there, and not to spoil it, but there are no actual birthing robots. Do watch that video. It's very interesting to me because I went in through the whole thing and learned a little bit about Japan, what's happening there, what it actually means for migration going to Japan. The fact that they're losing populations by, a million people, almost a million, and it's been happening for 16 years. So I thought that was a crazy thing that for 16 years, consecutive years, they've been losing people. All right, so back to this. Israel don't support you. Okay, they don't even know who I am. Hi, my name is Shade, and I subscribe to you. Thank you, Shade. Appreciate it. Or Slade. Sorry, Slade. What the hell is birthing robot? What the hell is a birthing robot? Go watch the video. You'll find out what a birthing robot is. Yes. Yeah, Paul, go ahead and do that. What's your thoughts on... I can't read that. Okay, this is back from... I don't know. I'm trying to read the names. Saki Body. What's your thoughts on Maquila framing? I don't know anything about that. I can't even read that word out loud. I don't even know what that means. Wonder if dude in chat worries about the Christians being martyred as much as he worries about Palestine. Yeah. 100% agree on that one. There's so many, God, the Nigerian thing. And I try and stay away from international stuff because it's just not my wheelhouse. That's it. It's just not my wheelhouse. I personally watch it. I pay attention to it, but that's not me. That's not this channel. So kind of like, don't ask me questions about that because honestly, I know the basics, but that's about all. All right, what type of podcast subjects do you do? Do you do political stuff or problems around the world? Oh, okay, I just said that. But okay, yeah. Hey, I love gorillas and Damien. Okay, so okay. Again, let me slow down. These things are going pretty quick. I'm trying to keep up. But the whole idea is, exactly, I don't know anything. Yeah, you're right. I don't know anything. Corn Plum, you have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Okay, take care. Actually, I'll never talk to you again. But anyway, This channel, yeah, we do a lot of politics. That's the primary thing of it, but mostly national, the United States of America. I know we got a couple people on here from the UK, which is interesting to find out. So thank you for that. And then to answer that question, no. What's your opinion on the military buildup in Puerto Rico? Again, I actually don't know about the military buildup in Puerto Rico. If you're talking about the ones outside of Venezuela, yeah, a little different, a whole different things. Yeah, mod. We just figured out what a mod was, but we'll get to that. Mason. No, I'm not. Are you talking about the Masons? No, I'm not a Mason. Anyway, all right. So this channel, though, what we do talk about, again, mostly the country, the United States of America. Thank you guys for all the other people that are around and coming from around the world. Your input is interesting just to me. That's what I want to hear. So that's kind of the interesting stuff. So put in the comments, shoot me a message in there and figure that out one. But I miss Banana. Did I miss your comment again? What did I miss? Hold on, let me go back. Did I miss something? These guys are going quick, so just, what's your favorite animal? Oh, Banana. Favorite animal? I don't know. I don't know my favorite animal. You know, when you ask like that, like all these things hit me, like, oh, there's this, and that. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Interest in philosophy? Maybe. Depends on the subject. You have to give me a better, more specific. But we have 20,000 Marines, jungle training. We have every military aircraft known to man. And Trump said he's not ruling out war with Venezuela. And we also have the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit. Yeah, then next, okay, so let's go back to that. They're going, should I get a life-size Lona body pellet to cuddle with and I get lonely? What the fuck? All right. Yes, you should get it. You should get it. Same goes me, I don't know. I just say something random. Yeah, okay. My favorite animal, horses. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, horses not bad. I mean, where would we be without horses? All right, so that buildup, no, actually, I actually don't know about the buildup. If that's going on, that's something I do need to look at, kind of figure it out. So, do you think we get wiped out if we got attacked? Okay, so Charlie Kirk, last word. Really, that's your name of your channel. So I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm wondering, dude. All right, don't get me. Do I think we get wiped out? You know what? Just because your name, I'm not going to respond to you. So anyway, have a good night. Do you play video games? What's your favorite? No, I don't play. I do like the Assassin's Creed and I like Far Cry. Far Cry, I got into that one only because it was just a little different than the Assassin's Creed one. So if I had to say, I'd say Far Cry. I don't think I've played them all. Actually, I think I have. I think I've played all those. I got to double check the numbers on there, but sometimes they come out so quickly that I just don't have a chance to just do it. And I'm very slow on that one. I'm an old school guy. I bought one of those like $40 or $60 units that has like 500 games on it. And I play that. It's all the old Nintendo, Sega games and all that stuff. Call of Duty, yeah, I played that for a little bit, but then I started getting my butt kicked by people that had these weapons that were just, they were like shooting through walls and stuff, and it wasn't fair. It was stupid. No, absolutely not. No. How was your World War II, man? I'm hoping that's something else, because I'm not sure what you're talking about, that one. Anyway, you never played Call of Duty? Yeah, it's realistic, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's pretty good. Overall, for a video game, it is. But, yeah. Let's see. On the Charlie, I'm wondering if you guys have now seen... You're only 7. Oh, right. All right. Well, hey. He was in the Bower world. Do you know Pokemon? Yeah, I know Pokemon. I know Pokemon. My kid used to play that. All right, so Minecraft, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I agree, Prosperity Lounge. UK, we have like 80,000 troops now. He'd be screwed in a war without America. I mean, in real life, must have been for being a teen in the 40s. Is this live? LGBT? It's friendly because we're talking about politics. That's about it. If you're worried about that, I used to have to go in the arcade because there was no such thing as... Yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, I agree. I actually started at Nintendo. That was my first thing. It's actually Atari 2600 is when I started, now that I think about it. So But I wanted to see, though, too, put it in the comments, let me know in the chat, too. What do you think about Nick Shirley going up to the Minnesota, all the Somalis, all the daycare, the Leering centers, you know? And that was interesting. What's wrong with the Charlie dude? Yeah, there's something wrong with him. But what the Leering Center, was that good? If you watched the whole 42 minutes, which I did, I thought that was incredible that this guy is up there actually knocking on doors and basically just exposing this entire thing and what's going on. Fantastic work by Nick Shirley. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and look at it. Something that he had like 3 million views or something like that. He when it's been shared and all the things on the stuff, probably more than that by now. I think that was 2 days ago that I looked at that one. And I mean, he got what, almost 1 million followers overnight because of the whole thing putting up there. I was looking at his channel not too long ago, and it was funny to see how much he's actually doing on there. What do you think of AIPAC? Is that the America Fest? I'm missing the acronym there, but anyway, so I'm just curious what you guys think about that, because I was always wondering after Charlie, was assassinated, who was going to pick up his mantle, who was going to run at that. That was my curiosity of what was happening, what was going to go on. I mean, you got all these people, you got the Candace Owens, you got the Michael Knowles, the Ben Shapiro's, even the Megyn Kelly's going over, and I mean, Tucker Carlson, just trying to kind of fill those shoes. And it was interesting to see, like, hey, who's going to pick it up? And I wonder if this guy, Nick Shirley, is going to do that. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that one. All right, so back to the chats. Dawn of the Woo. Hey, I'm so sad. Adam the Woo died. Okay. Michael Knowles is good. You like, yeah, Paul, you like that one? Yeah, I like Michael, too. I like following his stuff. Who's Adam the Who? Yeah, let's figure that out. But anyway. Well, a reminder to you, please like and subscribe this. If you're first time finding out Truth Between Lines, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You'll do more on this one. Charlie Dude is office rocker. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I'm hoping he's gone by now. I had a big drop in numbers a minute ago, so I'm hoping that he was one of the ones that left on there. Did you read my comment? I thought I read your comment. Banana, you're 9 years old or something? What, you said hi. All right. Anyway, Banana Power, I think you said you're 7. I'm trying to keep up with the chat is difficult. But anyway, reminder, go ahead, like and subscribe on this one. And what's AIPAC? What is that? What is that? Did I read your comment? I don't know if I read your comment, Dead Alive. I have no idea, because now I'm lost. A couple people said I haven't read their comment, and I thought I was trying to get to every one of them. But anyway, let's just have fun with it. Let's a good Sunday night in between Christmas and New Year's. Is it a video game? I don't know how you're talking politics, but don't know about the Israeli lobby. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what I don't know about it. If you do, if I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you're Tyrone, you were on there listening, but I did a video with a man that was actually born in Israel, and he fought as a soldier in the Israeli army. Take a look at that and go from that one. All right. What about my comment? Did you really? Come on, guys. I don't even, the first time I've seen your name. Can you say happy birthday to Mo? Nice. Funny. You have a great Christmas. I did. Do you celebrate Christmas by eating wieners? Yeah, great. I thought you had, by your name, I thought that was something different. But anyway, yes, I did have a great Christmas. Thank you, Banana Powers. I hope you had a good one as well. And, it's kind of nice just to be older and not, you missed the Christmas magic, of course. I'll say Christmas magic for Prosperity Lounge. But at the same time, it's, just less hectic. Let's just say that, more enjoyable as what it was. Do you like the song Even Flow? It's been a long since I heard. You talk about the 90s song Even Flow? Who sings that? I can't remember who sings Even Flow. American Israel. Oh, American Israel Public Affairs Committee. Gotcha. That's it. Okay, thank you. American Israel. I actually don't know anything about them at all. So, what was under my tree? Yeah, that's what it was. Well, until you got me. Be older, you should be displayed in a museum, brother. Yeah, probably. I'm actually, the way my body feels, yeah, I do. Pearl Jam, that's right. Even Flow was Pearl Jam. Darn it. Yeah, I knew. I had their CD. I didn't have their tape. So you, okay, still, yeah. Did you read my comment? Dawn of the Woo. Yeah, we're trying to still figure out who Adam the Woo is. So Joe Mac Googled him. Not sure now. Do I want it? Hey, Joe Mac, do I want to Google Adam the Woo? Let me know before I waste my my Google time on there. My hands have blood on them. All right. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm letting it go because why not? It's funny. I've been called a lot worse names this week too, so it's fine. It is what it is. But anything else you guys want to talk about besides Israel, which I've already explained to you? And actually, that's about all we really talked about. Dawn of the Woo's comment. We talked about that. We did talk about Dawn of the Woo's comment. So I thought that's what it was. Anyway, my hands have blood on them is crazy. Yeah, well, I know. Banana Power, you're going to realize that there are some bad people in this world who just go on. Here's my question that I have for you. It's one of those things. Can you show us the figures in the back? Oh, all right. What about the Trump and Epstein's connection? What about the Trump and Epstein's connection? There wasn't a connection. If there's a figure you want to see, let me know. I kind of got them from all different spots and around for traveling and everything else. But, or was I that one? Can you show the figures in the back? No, the other one. Anyway, I forgot. I was going to go somewhere with something. Now I forgot. Oh, no, I can't remember what it was. But no, I'm interested to see how more of Thanos pop. Okay, I'm looking for the Thanos pop. Is that the one in the back? I moved them around. I have a few on the other side of the room, which I'm not going to get, but maybe we'll do that one. Dude, I'll have to get that out next week. I'll try and find it on that one. But all right, Paul, I missed your question. My bad. He's stopping. Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Sorry. Yep. Okay, dude, I'm so sorry. I missed it. Yeah, that's from obviously that scene. There you go. All right, so yeah, I don't know why I took this one out of the box. Usually I don't take them out of the box, but anyway, no, I missed a question. Sorry, Paul. I know you've been good, Paul. So what about Epstein and everyone in Hollywood connection? Yeah, the Hollywood connection, I am curious to find out how much money Epstein poured into Hollywood so in order to cover up his own tracks on there. That's what I'm curious about, but I don't know. He's on top of the America. Superman. Oh, the Superman. Hey, okay, so this Superman, I did a short. If you've ever been to Metropolis, Illinois, it's Illinois or Indiana, okay? There's actually a Metropolis. The world's largest Superman statue is there. I did a short about it. Take a look. A huge museum, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, absolutely phenomenal museum. But everything you could imagine that's Superman. It is crazy. Look it up and go. And then, like I said, next to City Hall, there is the giant statue and really cool little place. People were everywhere. And all right, so Superman. All right, Superman goodie show and tell time. Nothing is what he seems to be. Why don't you get the figures on the other side of the room? Because I don't want to stand up. That's why I don't get the other ones. Can Thanos snap this chin? Sometimes I wish. Jana Tolls. All right. Hi, Jana Tolls. How many drugs have you taken in your life? Well, hey, welcome back, Dead Alive. I thought you left. Where did you get this? Oh, okay, Banana Power. I just hopefully you heard. I just got that from Metropolis. Hopefully you heard that. So I didn't like the new Superman film. Hoping whoever buys Warner Brothers buys James Gunn and reboots it again. You know what's funny about that? I'm not overly huge on Superman movies only because Superman has basically no weaknesses other than kryptonite. If I'm wrong, let me know. But it's one of those things where it's just like that's his only weakness. Like he can lift anything he feels like. He can reverse time. I mean, he can do all these things. So it's hard to defeat him. And I know they tried to bring the dog in there and do all that. I just thought, I don't know. So anyway, if they want to keep rebooting stuff, that just shows the unoriginality in Hollywood and they can't think of anything else. So I don't know. I'm curious. The Supergirl's coming out. I don't know if I even bother seeing that. Anyway, we're completely off topic. But anyway, how old am I? I'm 47. That's how old I'll be. 48 next month. Actually, 48 in less than a month. Holy crap. But he's 30s. Yeah, Nats, that's good. Yeah, welcome. Glad to have you here as a serious political talk. But anyway, so good stuff. as people keep rolling through here. Anyway, it's just one of those times where I think it's a matter of movies nowadays. Just, I mean, they're not the classics. We're actually introducing my daughter to Good Will Hunting. If you ever saw Good Will Hunting, I mean, I was in college when that came out, and I thought that was amazing. Do you chop down trees? Actually, I do. Actually, I do. I actually was at. So one of the questions is, oh, message retracted from Miss Kitty. So, do I chop down trees? Yes, 1,000%. I did yesterday. I didn't do today because today's Sunday, so I was resting. But yep, I did. You look that old. You look like a 35. Well, thank you, Nat. So now I'm not sure if you're coming back or not. I wish I was 35. I wish my body felt like I was 35 because I sure feel all of 47. But anyway. So Banana Power, we keep saying hi, man. I appreciate it. Good, clean, hard work. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway. Hopefully you guys, if you're just coming back for the channel the first time, please like and subscribe to this channel. My goal was to hit 500 by the end of the year, which is in a couple days, but I think I'm a little far off from there. But hey, you know what? You got to have goals. And even though if you don't hit your goals, you still got to set them high because you know what? Who knows? You might even hit them. So we're actually at 410. So thanks. I got 6 people from this one chat in the last 36 minutes. So I appreciate that. But take a look. Had a birthday recently. Huge ass, nice. All right, loggers in my family. Oh, yeah. Okay, many loggers in your family, sure. Yep. Bye, bro. What's your name, dude? Nats, we'll talk to you later, buddy. I just can't stop in this best live I've ever seen. If Banana Power, if you think this is the best live you've ever seen, you haven't seen many lives because this is not good. Anyway, the truth hurts, huh? Okay, I don't even know what you're talking about on that one. Why? Why does it hurt? But actually, truth is a good thing because we're truth between lines. You don't pay attention to the name. Anyway, still a lot going on. Let me know what your plans are for New Year's. And let me know, too, what are you interested in 2026? That's kind of what I want to see is what are you guys looking forward to? Mostly political. What would you like to see the nation do? I'll throw it out there. Do you want to see us continue to pull money back from other countries? I think it was one study that we're funding like 90% of the countries in the world, which I find is absolutely ridiculous that we're spending that much money overseas. And with a debt, $38 trillion, do we want to see that money pulled back? What will it mean to us? There's a lot of ifs and ands. There's a lot of pros and cons. Kind of want to know what you guys think about that. Anyway, happy birthday, Jenna Tolls. I thought we already did that already, but I know you don't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. Anyway, I do want to show you one book that I got for Christmas. This is actually from my brother-in-law. Pretty cool book. I mean, I love the cover. The accomplishments of Joe Biden. Look at that. So this is the interesting one about it. Let me just start this page, and every page after. So if you think he did a good job, well, you stick it to yourself, but I think he did a terrible job. Anyway, thanks to my brother-in-law, got me this book. I realize it doesn't even have a binder cover on there, so just a big black book. Yeah, that's about what Joe's going through right now, which is unfortunate for a man just getting old. So, all right, Banana, I don't know what I'm interested in too. Well, sit down and think about it as well. It's always good to plan. We were talking about doing a dream board and that kind of thing. Always good to know what you want to accomplish because then you know if you hit it or not. So I'll do that. Anyway, Nats, don't even care. So let's put it that way in the chat. So that's fine. With our debt, we really need to reevaluate our spending. It's common sense. Stuart, Gorm, I completely agree on that one. I mean, how can we be spending this much money overall and then continuously pay it out? You can't do that. You just cannot. I mean, sure, you're printing money left and right, but our great grandkids are going to be paying for this the whole time. And that's ridiculous. I do think we need to do a better job, including President Donald Trump, on our debt. It's a hard thing to say, but like a lot of the money coming back from the tariffs and the money that he's putting out, we spent so much money on COVID, but all that money coming back, I would just like to see it just funnel back into the debt or at least the deficit. I mean, close the deficit, number one. You got to start there and then close the debt overall. Will it ever happen in our lifetime? Probably not. I mean, that's just the issue I think we're running into right now. Let me know what you think in the chat, how you feel about that, because I don't know if it'll ever happen. I think it's very unfortunate because none of us, as far as running a successful, healthy household with our own debt, would spend that much money out, and that's what I'm looking at. So it's a tough thing to be a politician and not spend money because it's not sexy. People want, all the money going out to the different charities and different organizations, and of course funding, national parks and the buildings and all the legitimate stuff. But at some point the money does run out, even though we write the whole thing, even though we can, do that. So anyway, need more Biden bashing. To be honest, we won't even know anyway. He won't even know it. There won't be any. All right, so yeah, we need more Biden bashing. To be honest, he don't even know anyway. I agree with that one. There won't be any stimulus checks. Yeah, again, I hope there's not. But just the interest on the debt will become unmanageable and is moving that direction. Agreed. I mean, I'm with you on Stuart. What do we do? What do we do? What does our president do? What does our government do? Every president had challenges. Yeah, agreed. Were you talking? Wait. Diane, are you talking about Biden had challenges? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, he sure did have challenges. Yep. He couldn't remember where he was at. But there is never going to be a stimulus check. It's called tariff dividend check. Yeah, Nate. Hey, it's Patty. Obama had record-breaking employment growth, and the budget was in a surplus. The budget was in a surplus. You really think that? Yeah, that's interesting that you say that. Show me numbers, please. Let's do that. Record-breaking employment growth. Oh. Diane, you're back. All of them. Every president had challenges. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Every president had challenges. Congratulations. I agree. 100%. Every one of them has challenges. Yeah. I mean, okay. Agreed. Yay. But anyway, I'm still going to make fun of them. I can still do that. People talk about Trump every single day, for a lot of all day, and Trump derangement syndrome was an actual thing. They're actually going to investigate that. I read that the other day. There's some Arizona senator wants to actually find out who is going to, look into TDS and if it's an actual thing. Who was our best president? Thanks, Bobcat, for checking in. It's overall hard to say who your best president was because for 250 years, we've done so many. I mean, you could say Washington was best, but would Washington do a good job in the 1950s? Would Lincoln be a great orator in 2025? Okay, how come Trump didn't fix all the problems in the first 4 years? Okay, let's get to that. Diane, let's get to that. So if you want to continue on this bullshit, we'll talk about it. But anyway, household income was at an all-time high in 2016. Household income. All right. But anyway, so it's hard to say what your best president was, and only because of the different times. That's it. I mean, you could say in the 20th century, you could say in the 1800s, who was the best president in decades or centuries, maybe. So if that helps, we'll limit it down for this whole thing. But how come Trump didn't fix him the first 4 years? Because he had entire Congress against him, trying to impeach him multiple times, and they didn't, of course. So that's why he didn't fix all that. Well, number one, he didn't have all the problems that he has now that Biden brought him. So if Biden would have shut the border, not allowed all the illegal immigration coming across, hey, he wouldn't have that issue to work about now. All right, Banana Power, I'm going to miss your comments, buddy. I'm sorry. If I miss them, move on, okay? I don't do it on purpose. How could he had to fight every day? Oh, look at it. There it is. Exactly from, is it Nate the Gen? How could he had ever to fight every Democrat? Exactly, 100%. Okay, William Henry Harrison was the best. Wait, like Kennedy the best. All right, William Henry Harrison was the best from Dawn of the Woo. Yeah, you know what? He's probably the only president that did not make a mistake while he was in office. If you remember, he was the one that gave the long speech, his inauguration speech, got sick and never recovered after that. So he was president, I think it was 28 days, maybe 28 or 30 days. It was like a month that he was president. So yeah, he probably didn't do anything bad. So yeah, to your point, to my point, it just depends which president is best. So. President Ike, yeah, well, we wouldn't have had the interstates without President Ike, so I give him that. In the 50s, Kennedy, rest his soul. The hard thing about, JFK Jr., but JFK was, obviously he was assassinated. What could he have done, if he would have lived out his entire term and not be taken? So, it just is what it is. So on that one, and you look at the way JFK voted and the way things he did, would he have been a Republican? That's what people are saying on that one. So bullshit, I can believe whatever I want. Yeah, sure you can. You can believe whatever you want to. Go ahead, Diane. Believe whatever you want. I can care less. That's fine. All right, it's okay. Thanks, Banana. Hey, it's Patty. Real gross domestic product also grew by cumulative 6.6 during Obama's time in office. Okay, I'm going to look back at this later on, and I will fact check all of that and do that. Diane, just as you. Thank you. I'm a little behind. These are the facts. Great. Ever stabbed a man? Not on purpose. The annual budget deficit was more than half. Are you copying and pasting these from somewhere? I don't even know why we're talking about this. So, fastest decline in deficit in history. Great. Moving on. Household medium income in 2016 was 72 grand. It's currently 83,000. All right, there we go. So no, it was at all the time high. All right. Banana Power, you have a good night. I'll see you the next live. Remember, Sundays between 6 and 7 as I'm on here. So thank you. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe on that one. So, all right, I'm caught up with all the things. We put Banana Power to bed. All right. So just looking at the things on that one. Yeah, okay. I think the relationships between these last three presidents, Trump, Biden, and Obama, are going to be researched probably more than anything else. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, but I think their relationship overall, I'm kind of thinking about the grand scheme of things. I mean, you got Nixon in there, but if you look at the way they will be scrutinized and compared to each other, I think those three will probably get beaten. And this was not a subject I was talking about. Diane, you were bringing it up. So, or whoever, the other people too. It's like, all right, look at the whole scenario of it. But I think they will be looked at for centuries and about compared overall. And then we'll really know what's going on in that one. All right. So, hey, it's Patty. Inflation factors into that. Yep. Yeah, Nate. Yeah. Inflation does factor into that as well. I mean, inflation under Joe Biden was like 9.2%. And now President Trump got it down to 2.7. Again, I'm going by memory on those. I could be completely wrong. But so, yeah, I mean, if Biden didn't have the inflation that he had during his presidency, would that be a thing? So, Nate, during Barack Obama's presidency, January 17, the U.S. national debt increased by approximately $9 trillion, nearly doubling in dollar terms. And then he goes on to say the gross national debt grew from 10.6 trillion to nearly 20 trillion by the end of his term. Those numbers, I don't know to talk about it off the cuff like that. So thank you. Keep it honest. Again, I'm going to look at those later on. Might be something to research and compare. So anyway, a little crazy overall. Do like and share. Make sure you're a reminder to do that. Please like and share on this one. I want to make sure that we do it. And that would be fantastic. So we're trying to hit 500 by the end of the year. And we're obviously going to fall way short of that. But everybody helps just a little bit more and more. So did I miss something? Hello, Mr. New Vegas. All right. So sorry, debt. Nate said debt held by the public, a more economically meaningful measure, debt held by the public more than doubled 6 point. Okay, so you're citing your words. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate that. Average annual real GDP growth was around 2 to 3%. There's 2 terms. While this was the slowest rate among post-1949 expansion. Are you guys copying and pasting this from somewhere? I mean, why are we talking about this in a chat on a Sunday night? So, remove the Social Security cap on income. This probably won't occur because the politicians are afraid to do it. And then GDP growth of 2 to 3%. So, Stuart, to your point, I think just in general, anytime you touch Social Security, people freak out. I mean, just the way things were, however it looks and however it shakes out. If you even say, hey, it's like going to the farmers in Iowa and say, hey, we're going to tax or levy more money against the farmers, and they're just not going to vote for you in the primary, and it's all downhill from there. So, yes. But at the same point, I mean, if you're putting money into Social Security as a promise all of your life through every paycheck you do, and you're promised, you hope, your promise is going to be there, and then it's not, where are we at with the whole thing? But Prosperity Lounge. What did you miss, Prosperity Lounge? You missed a whole bunch of stuff. You missed the fact that we're comparing Barack Obama versus President Trump. Diane didn't like the fact that I don't like Joe Biden. I thought he was a terrible president, but she has her opinions and she can do whatever she wants and say whatever she wants. And I agree with her on that one. And then we were discussing our favorite presidents as well. And my take is, again, you know, it's hard to say which president because depending on what decade, century, time frame we're looking at, that's the hard thing about the whole scenario. So anyway, that's what we discussed, I think, briefly while you're gone. I don't know when you actually checked out, but hey, welcome back. Good to see you. Banana's comment, I did read it. He actually went to bed. Banana Power went to bed. So congratulations. I think he was 7, I think. I don't know how he found us. I don't know why he's on, but anyway, so I did finally read it. Yeah. Anyway, good times. Back to my main question. If you can just give me, everybody, 1-sentence answers, I'm going to write them down. What kind of videos and information would you like to see in the future? Let me know. Take a minute. Got my pen, my notepad, my little pen right here. Write down what you guys want to hear about. I can investigate. Again, we just did the one on birthing robots not too long ago. If you haven't seen that, take a look at that. Birthing robots, why it's a thing in Japan and why they're doing it. So I did a whole video on there. It's actually 11 minutes and 13 seconds. 11 minutes, a great time on that one. Take a look at that and see, and that would be good. Nate, what's JP mean? If I'm reading that right. I just posted? No, just, I don't know. See, don't use the acronyms. I'm terrible at those things, especially on the fly. Trying to be cool and hip and everything else, but do watch the shorts. So I got a bunch of shorts out there talking about the whole thing with the Georgia election too. And the truth, facts, no opinions. Okay. About what? Diane, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for staying on this thing, on this chat. What do you want to see? And honestly though, I mean, the whole thing is I do opinions. So I don't know if that's going to fly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you watch every video I've done since the very, very beginning, and we only started in March of this year, it's going to have my opinion in it because otherwise you can watch the news. So, hey, Diane, you know, I'm trying to be nice to everybody, but at the same time, it's going to have opinions on there. But I will put in truth. I will try to do that as best I can with facts. Abnormal. Abnormal? All right, Nate, what does abnormal mean? Oh, Palestine. Welcome. Just a really cool guy. Hey, we already talked about Palestine. I ain't going to do that again because we got people who have been on this thing the entire 52 minutes. We've already gone over Palestine. You want to watch this in the follow-ups, they will do that. They also help you handle bleeding. Nate, you're losing me, buddy. Man, you were good with the comments. I was following you the entire time, but now all of a sudden I'm not sure. So, I don't know. Food challenges. Oh, okay. Can you be more specific? Food challenges, like in this country or like, or making food. Oh, the birthing. Yes, the birthing robot. Okay, Nate, I'm back with you now, Nate. The birthing robots. Yes, I said we had them in my class. Okay, cool. All right, good. So you got me back. All right. Dawn of the Woods, truth versus food. So food challenges. Are you talking about the amount of food that we make or we can make, or are we talking about, healthy foods? Help me with that one. I mean, I'm with you. That's a good one. Okay, you got to be more eating. Food challenges and eating. Now I'm thinking what? Everybody's allergic to everything now. Everybody's allergic to peanuts, it sounds like. Can you eat truth? Okay, well, yeah, welcome to the party. Crops. Okay, again, yeah, Diane, what kind of crops? Eating challenges. Get really drunk on stream and reveal your dark secrets. Okay, whatever. All right, buddy. Yeah, actually, that's probably done that before. But all right, so back to Nate. It's probably about the birthing robots. They help you with C-sections and abnormal positioning and with bleeding, so you don't have to practice at a real birth. Nate, did you watch my video? Please watch my video. That's exactly right. I did the whole thing about that. That you are 100% right. I'm imagining you're in the healthcare department, something does that. But yeah, they're using robots for that. So that was a really cool guy. But anyway, this guy is a crybaby. Who are you talking about? You're talking about me. But have you taken LSD? No. All right. So, okay. Thank you, Dawn of the Woo. Like, can you eat the food in a certain amount of time and win a prize? Man, I thought you were going to say something like important, or I was going to write that down. A certain amount of time, win a prize. General farming. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Diane. Welcome back again. General farming challenges, corn, wheat, and beans. Yeah. Yep. So corn, wheat, and beans. Shrooms. All right. Well, little Tony, you're not my parole officer, so no, I'm not going to answer that. All right, so that would be interesting. Food challenges. I'd definitely interesting about that. And yeah, beans. Okay, like the Nathan's hot dog contest. All right, so you went completely different on me there than Donald the Woo. Those channels and videos get millions of views, like the Nathan's hot dog contest. I actually watch those hot dog contests when I come up. Oh, Nate, do a video on Trump's new Trump class ships. Yeah, the battleships that are coming out. Oh man, okay, that's a good one. So battleships. I saw the report on that. I talked to a person I know in the Navy about that one. That's pretty exciting, actually. And yeah, he won jellyfish. All right, Swedish. I thought we were good, but all right, I'm not sure where you're going on that one. But yeah, those battleships coming out, that could be the cost to build them, and the effectiveness is going to be just amazing in a good way all around. So I'm curious how that plays out. Order a mystery box of something online and do an unboxing. Donald the Woo, you're losing me. I'm not sure what's going on. You actually gave me a decent, really good subject to talk about. And now I'm like, no, because food box and dude online. No, you know the problem is, remember that movie, the old show Fear Factor? Remember Joe Rogan got popular with that thing, and they used to have to eat like, you know, the scorpions and the spiders and all that stuff. Oh my God, that was terrible. And like the chicken egg, they had to eat the raw chickens out of the eggs. That stuff was terrible. Anyway, shouldn't you have stuff prepared as your show do? Hey, I did, really cool guy. I had all kinds of stuff that was out there. I'm telling you right now, we're 56 minutes in, but I'm enjoying myself. So if you're not having a good time, have a good night. But yeah, I did have a whole prepared thing, and I went through everything. And usually these are about 30 minutes, but we're doing that. So I'll do a video on Stephen Hawkins. I screwed Hawking, but said if time travel existed, they would have visited him on his birthday. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, Stephen Hawking, way too smart for me. Can't do it. Sorry, Nate. As much as I would like to, I can't do that. I'll tell you right now, I'm just not that smart to follow up with all that stuff that he did on there. So anyway, what's the topic? The topic here, welcome to the chat. Make sure to like and subscribe. The topic is what we want to see videos on next year in 2026. What would you like to see me investigate? What would you like to see just more information about? So that's the topic we're talking about. So I got, which was serious and then it kind of turned non-serious, was food challenges. And we're talking about corn, wheat, and beans, and then eating challenges as well, which I brought in a whole bunch of why people are getting allergic to stuff on that one. And then the battleship question too. I think that one, that would interest me for sure. So those two are actually seriously legitimate, and keep it coming. Let me know. But yeah, Stephen Hawking, no, I can't do that. So he wants to know legit. Yes, I do. As you can tell, Diane, I am paying attention and I am trying to hear everybody. So thank you for sticking around this long. I need to be along for a long time. So I appreciate that. But yeah, a lot of times too, I just bring up, when I'm doing my video, something that comes up and I say, hey, what's going on at that moment? And I try and find out more information. But how about research, so Stuart again, how about research into the declining labor force by age and how legal immigrants can fill in a future deficit in this arena? On the surface of that, look at the one that I just did on birthing robots. I just posted it one day ago. It actually talks a lot about Japan and about their declining labor force and how, if I got my notes, it was like 6 in 10. 6 in 10 fall within the working age 15 to 64. Okay, so again, they talk about Japan, but 6 in 10, one in 3 citizens in Japan are over the age of 65. So they have a huge labor problem going on. And I lay out all the numbers a little more detailed than that in that one called Birthing Robots. So take a look at that. All right. Declining labor. So are you saying that the United States has one as well? We could talk about that. We talk a lot about illegal immigration. I'll tell you right now, look at some of the past videos. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. Go ahead and do that. We already take 2 million immigrants in a year legally. Okay. We take in more legal immigrants than any other country on earth. Yeah. What stats? Am I making up the stats or somebody else? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Just really cool guy. Is that me or somebody or Nate? Be specific, please. I'm just making sure. Making up the stats? No, please watch the video because, again, I have my notes. I haven't even put them away from my notes yesterday. You, the host, what am I making up? Who take the most illegal immigrants? I didn't say who takes the most. So that wasn't me. If Anne Ray is combining that with the other guy, I don't know. Still waiting. Literally all of it. It's clear you've never read anything. Oh, okay. So we're back to that. Okay. So nothing specific, just everything. Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. All right, good. Welcome to the party. So anyway, if I'm not giving you the right information that you want to hear, then just click off and have a good night. That's all it can go for. If all of it, everything I'm saying is BS, then good. Have a good day. All right. So anyway, back to the whole thing. Let me know what you want to hear in 2026 about more information going forward. All right, Nate. The United States takes in the most legal immigrants by sheer number, hosting the largest foreign-born population globally, followed by countries like Germany, Saudi Arabia, and the UK. Not sure exactly, but I could see it. So, oh, good. Another comment here from Cool Guy. You sound like you have reading comprehensive issues. Okay, well, the funny thing about it, it's not the comprehension issues, it's the fact that I can't see. If I'm being completely honest with you. I got my glasses right here. I should probably use a bigger screen. Let's just put it that way. Or I go horizontal and do it that way. What's going on with my hair? Really, come on. My hair? Let's do better than that, all right? Come on. Low quality rage bait. Okay, I'm not sure when you showed up to this whole thing, but welcome to the party. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe on this thing. So anyway, rage bait, that's so funny. It is interesting though, too. I did a lot of the channels that I'm on for social media. I keep getting a whole bunch of like Democrats coming on there about their site, Occupy Democrats, a bunch of stuff that just kind of comes across, and it's like, why is this showing up on my channel? Of all the things I say, do, and put out on the internet, like, why am I getting this? Why is the algorithm sending me a whole bunch of Democrat stuff, which surely I'm not, and I don't know why that thing goes on. But anyway, all right. So, Henry, not you, the hair guy. I just stumbled across this and trying to figure out the topic. Oh, we're okay. Well, so, it's funny. Someone else asked me the topic about 2 minutes ago. We actually way off topic. Our topics, my prepared speech, my prepared live was ended like 30 minutes ago, but this chat has been so interesting. I'm trying to follow up. For real quick, the last topic was, hey, what stories you want to hear about in 2026? So that's the story we're working on right now. And it just came into the whole thing. But yeah, anything prepared? No, that's past. I've already talked about everything I wanted to talk about, but hey, we're just watching views and we're getting likes and we're getting watch time. So that's why we're still on. I probably do need to get off because my voice is starting to hurt and probably need to go get a glass of whiskey, but that's just me. So anyway, again, if you can think of anything else, probably we'll shut it down here in a little bit just because we're kind of running out of ideas. But I do like, okay, who was it? Diane that brought up the food challenges though. So thank you for that. The battleships by Nate, again, 2 amazing topics. I think those are good. If I walk away with those, I'll be very happy on that one. I can't even read that. See again. Okay. So someone said I can't comprehend. Noxy Knox. I can't even read what that symbol is, but so going back to the again, I don't have comprehension issues. I just can't see that from there to there. All right, the U.S. had a decline in soft power, then tariffs would not have affected the world economy like it did. Yeah, the U.S. soft power. You know what? Just for fun, decline of U.S. soft power. I mean, it's something to look at. Nate, what do you think? I mean, it's something to look at least and discuss. And if I can completely prove that the tariffs are working and that they had a complete effect on the world economy, then great. Then we know for sure, and we do a video on that one. So yeah, that, again, I'm taking all topics. We'll figure out what's legit, what's good or not. We'll go from there. So anyway, yeah, hi Maura, welcome to the show from Portugal. Wow, we got a few Europeans coming across here. So what time is it there? That's what I want to know. All right, classy guy, what's going on? And yeah, the nuts. Yeah, I get it. Come on, I'm not 47 years old, man. I'm not an idiot. There's some decline in soft power, but not as a nation nor as a culture. I might argue the culture one, Nate. And again, you've been on the station for a while. I appreciate that. I think we're losing our culture, if anything else. And so I'm wondering on that one, if that's even a thing going forward. And Ray, you're from UK. All right, welcome. We've had a few people come in from UK. Like I think you're the third. So here's a topic: just because the U.S. had become a consumer state. Okay, here's a topic: just because the U.S. has become a consumer state. Let me read more about that one. Keep working hard. We appreciate you. Hey, thanks, man. Urban conservative. Appreciate that. That's nice. There's been a decline in this. I could do a video about the decline in the chat. That's good. Dill Pickle, yeah, here's the topic: just because the U.S. had become a consumer state. So, of course, you got to, define what a consumer state is. I'm writing it down. U.S. consumer state, question mark. I mean, I think I have an idea of what a consumer state is. Maybe it's worthwhile looking into that one. If you got any insights on that too, let me know. Anyway, Reno, Nevada. Hey, Steve, welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming in. We've been doing this for over an hour now. Yeah, right, Nate? It is actually a good one, right? Because I don't know enough about that one, so I'm looking for that. Does your husband know you're doing this? Yes, he is waiting for me. Thanks, really cool guy. I appreciate your comments, as always. Make sure you like and subscribe because you're such an amazing influence and you add so much to this chat. So anyway, doing good on that one. But yes, if you're just joining me the first time, especially like Steve, who just came in from Reno, Nevada, please like and follow this page. We do a little bit of mix of politics, a little bit of mix of following out what's going on in the world, and we're always trying to find the truth. So we're looking at different stuff going forward, but hey, we're looking at the thing. And thankfully, we're actually up to 412 subscribers. So thank you guys for, wow, okay, thank you. Hey, I see a few names on there. Thanks for subscribing, you guys. I appreciate it. All right, Moro I think you're from Portugal, right? Why is it predominantly either the Republicans or Democrat Party that wins? Do none other exist? It's almost 1 a.m. here. Okay, cool. I was wondering what time it was. Okay. Moro, you're from Portugal, if I remember correctly. Thank you for joining. Why is it predominantly the Republican or Democrat Party? My answer, somebody else put it in the chat, let me know. It's because of money. Because they're the largest. That's kind of it. Do we have others? Yes, we have others. Independent, we got Green, we got Tea Party. I mean, there's a lot of other little factions in there. They typically lean to one side, left or right, and it just kind of flows and funnels up there. But I mean, ultimately, the easy answer is money. That's why there's predominantly two parties. And a friend of mine did some things about, could we have either not have a party or have multiple strong parties? That was kind of the idea about the whole thing was, could it exist? So it's hard to say, and if you look back in the way in the past, before Republicans and Democrats, you had the Whig Party and a few other ones as well. It is what it is. So Maura, great question. Thank you for throwing that out there. You like the Captain statue in the back? Yep. Thank you for that. There are plenty, thank you, of parties like 8. Is there 8 and 8? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm going by memory. So, yeah. I mean, if you say 8, I believe you on that one. A lot of countries just have 2 main parties, don't they? Like UK Conservative versus Labour for many years until this year. I don't know. Henry, yeah, let me know. You're from the UK. I don't know. I don't follow the United Kingdom, so appreciate you being here. But yeah, I would imagine in most countries, I don't know. I mean, unless you're a dictatorship and you only have one. I don't know. That's interesting. Thank you for doing that. In order to start a party, you need to have a 2% of the vote. Yeah. And actually, and that's a good point, Nate. If you don't have enough of the vote, you don't get on the, I can't think of the word, when they debate, the debate stage. You don't get on the debate stage if you don't have enough votes. Well, you can't bring people to your party and share your vision if you can't get 2%, if like Nate says, and get on that stage to talk about it. And of course, if you're not talking about it, then you're not doing it. I mean, so that's kind of thing. So thanks for that one. All right. Is the body a vessel or for soul? So why do people dictate what we can love? Dill Pickle, is that one of your topics you want to talk about? Is the body a vessel for soul? So why do people dictate what we can love? Okay, I'm not sure exactly where you're going overall with that one, but maybe you can elaborate. You also don't get equalized ad time. Oh, okay, yeah, thank you. Is it LOL? LOL, is that what it is? I just said it out loud. Exactly. Equalized airtime, ad time. Yep. I can see that. I mean, if if Republicans and Democrats are doing a whole bunch of ad space and they're buying up all the ad time, how does a smaller party afford to get more? And then will the major networks, would they even allow that if the Republicans and Democrats are paying so much money to be on there? Maybe they're even paying money to not add or show the other parties. So yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. The most common ones are the Libertarian Party. Libertarian. I forgot Libertarian. Yes, you're right. Libertarian Party and Green Party. Yeah. I would say independent, though. I mean, what do you think, Nate? Libertarian, Green. I mean, independent's got to be up there. Because, I mean, you're independent. It kind of encapsulates everybody, kind of. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about that one. Hey, Catherine Williams, thanks for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. We appreciate it. All right, so Maura, I strongly disagree to having consistently two dominant parties. It gives a feel on being stuck between a gun and a knife. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one, Maura. Thank you from Portugal. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, like good points. Independent is on it, yeah, but it's not the same type of party. Agreed. Yeah, it's not the. Is it a catch-all? You think? Is the independent party more of a catch-all? Just because it's kind of like just there, maybe, you know, or at least Green and Libertarian and whatever else is pooling their resources in under the one independent name. Again, I'm not researching this enough to know, but hey, could be a possibility on that one. But anyway, I don't know. It's a good topic. It's a great question, Moral. It's a fantastic question. Yeah, that might actually be something I want to look at too. So two-party system, you know, kind of why, maybe how, and will it continue? Okay. Moral, make sure you like and subscribe on that. So when I do a video on that, you'll be able to see it. So please, and if you're just joining the channel for the first time, we've got 18 people at this moment after 71 minutes. Please like and subscribe on there. That'd be great. All right, so independent is on it, yeah, but it's not the same part. Oh, I just did it. Sorry. I believe voting independently is essentially tossing your vote. When's the last time we voted in an independent? Tyler, welcome. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the hard thing about it. Yeah, and maybe that, you know, back to Morrow's point, that's a great answer. That, you know, you're throwing your vote away because, you know, there's no chance they're going to win. So why would they do that? Yeah. So looking into another man's, yeah. Where are you coming from, buddy? I mean, what? We're having actually a serious conversation about this, and then you're going to throw up some stupid thing in the comments, like, and you're going to throw a swear word in. Come on, grow up, dude. Anyway, that's why there's only ever two dominant parties, right? Because of risk tossing a vote. Yes, exactly. When we all inhabit this world, why do we follow the society's norm of concepts for love when it lie with individual rather than societies to be an outcast? Well, that's completely off topic than what we were talking about, but fine. All right. Moral, yeah. Until something changes, I do a crazy thing of picking the president of one party and the parliament of the opposition. Like that, one dog keeps the other in check. Nobody gets greedy. Okay. Hey, Moral, what do you have? I mean, so you're saying president is parliament, probably I'm reading that right? President, party, and the parliament, your Congress. I mean, again, I'm all about national USA stuff. I don't know other countries, so send me the information on that one. What does that look like? So I'm curious, but hey, that's a good checks and balances, right? Do you have the three-party system? Congress, president, and then judicial? Just curious about that one. Yes, Congress. Okay, so do you have a separate judicial system, like a third wing? I'm actually curious. Portugal, but yeah, because that is a way. I mean, that was the whole way the Constitution was written, to balance everything out. You can't have one power and kind of everything else. And I'd be interested too, so the president, well, I don't know. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole because I'm just not going to understand that tonight. As much as I actually want to figure that out, I don't know if I would. So anyway, but all right. Anything else we want to talk about in 2026? Again, if you're just joining this channel for the first time, we've been live for 74 minutes. I can't believe I went that far. I'm way past my bedtime, way past the other stuff that I wanted to talk about. But this chat has been so interesting, and I do appreciate the actual people that are sending me information. This is good. It's good talking and hearing the comments and things that you want to see in 2026. So for that, I am very thankful. If you guys have not liked or subscribed already, please do that. All right, so more come back. Our judicial system is linked to EU legislation. Interesting. Our judicial system is linked to EU legislation mostly. Okay, that's really good. No votes for, okay, that's the American Israeli, I forget the acronym, receivers. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, LOL, but okay. But anyway. All right, you guys, anything else before we wrap up? Because I've learned actually a lot. I've got some topics that I want to talk about in 2026. Nate, you're back. The decline in American pop fiction and rise of Asian. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm the actual person to talk about that. But American pop fiction, other than maybe it's just a change, I don't know. All right. So, hey, good topic though. American pop decline and Asian, pop rise. Rise is a good word. Asian rise culture. I like that. I like that, Nate. Good one. That's 2, buddy, for you, man. You got 2. I appreciate that. All right, Dill Pickle, which I'm now. What problems have we actually solved? Or are we just temporarily resolving for the presidency to get good press? Yeah. Quit coloring the beard. Coloring the beard. Islam is the right path to paradise. Well, now we're falling off the rails. There have been a huge rise in American movies and music, bleeding and losing to Asian markets, performing for superior products. You might be onto something, Nate. I mean, you actually might be onto something on that one. And is it more just a change, or have they gotten to the point where they're better than us? Yeah, so it might be a lot of opinions there. Anyway, Tyler, I would like to talk about repealing the NFA. Yeah, NFA. I believe it's an outdated system that heavily restricts law-abiding individuals. We've seen how well that worked in Australia just last week. NFA. Help me with that, Tyler. I'd like to talk about repealing the NFA. I'm missing the acronym. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for 76 minutes now. National Firearms. Thank you. Firearms Act. All right. Hold on, Nate. You want to repeal the National Firearms Act. Well, restricts law-abiding individuals. Honestly, Nate, I'm sorry, Tyler. Honestly, Tyler, I don't know enough about the NFA. I don't. We could talk about firearms, but well, I don't know if we can talk about firearms without being blacklisted on this thing. But Nate, so back to your point though, products are a broader audience, not to a minority like we have in modern flicks. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but it could be something. Has been great. I found a live without zombie chat. Yeah. Scotland, holy crap. God, we've got a bunch of people from Europe on this thing. Question, why does America export to Africa? Why doesn't America export to Africa in a significant level? Hey, is there a market for Africa? That would be my question. Why don't we export to them? Is there a market, Marl? And you would know, coming from Portugal, you might know that. But is there enough money in Africa to significantly buy the product that do? And are we not? I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Are we not doing that? So, Buddy can't talk for an hour or so. I just said I've been talking for an hour. Cool guy, man. I'm glad you got time for this. I'm glad you're not doing anything good with your life. But hey, what kind of broadcaster is this? I'm the low-level guy that wants to just have a good time and learn stuff. That's my thing. So I'll answer your question. So. There is nothing to market. Yeah, exactly, Nate. So American-made products are already extremely high. Yeah, so that's why I'm wondering. Samara, to your question, and that's a great question. Thank you for that. I don't know what American-made products. I mean, other than food. That's a great question. I like it. You know what? And the investigation make it further on that one. Why doesn't USA send, I'm going to put /trade with a certain country. I mean, you say Africa, Maura, you said Africa. I mean, we're talking about the continent. So maybe be more specific, like what states or everything or countries there. I don't know. You'd have to be more specific on that one. But thoughts on the Civil War? Yeah, not tonight. I'm tired. The Cost of transport and selling in Africa would be astronomical. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that one. That would be a cost. I am Mozambican, Southwest. Okay. Oh, hey, Moro, Southeast Africa. We hardly ever get anything from America. China is flooding the market there. Huh. Now like Roman Empire before the Jesus rise. Yeah, America now like the Roman Empire before the Jesus rise. You know, it's interesting that you say that, Moro, because is that China's goods are flooding the market? Is that just because they're cheap? I mean, is that the need? You bring up a lot of good stuff. I don't know. I don't know, Amaro. I mean, I would actually like to see or hear your opinion more about that one. And Africa is so diverse as well. I mean, you got all kinds of properties there. I mean, as for much as I know about Africa, but and it's not a whole lot, to be honest with you. So I don't know. That could be something. I'd be curious to figure that out one. But so I don't have a good answer for you on that one. So Nate, Chinese goods were barred from being sold in Europe and America, so they dumped the loss in Africa, which has girt the local economies. Africa. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, Chinese have products. I mean, obviously with the market that they, or the labor force that they have, the amount of money that they're paying, their laws. I'm spitballing here, but I'm just saying they were a lot cheaper than American products because of the whole thing. I don't know. Could be wrong on that one, but overall, just need to figure that one out. So, all right, you guys. This was during the Trump's tariff war. They had issues selling to Americans and had billions sitting on their ports. Yeah, that was COVID too, for that matter. They also use cheap materials. Okay, Tyler, good point. They also use cheaper materials. Yeah. The I remember when COVID happened and they had all those ships that were just out waiting off the coast, and because they couldn't pull into the ports and the ports were shut down. And then I remember the price of the shipping containers went way up because they're literally just sitting in the ocean and no one could get them and no one could change them and move stuff around. So back to moral. China is building bridges, railroad, etc. with government bilateral agreements. Our country allows for deep sea fishing, etc. Mining of precious. Well, this is precarious. Soil, natural resources. I mean, interesting. All right, so Nate, they dumped it into Africa after Europe banned them during the tariff issue. Yeah, they dumped it into Africa. And then American goods are too expensive for most of the world countries. Hey, I think you guys are all onto something. You're all right. Stuart, the African purchase power is not sufficient enough to nail China out of cheap goods and services. Yeah, hey, I think I'm counting right. There's 4 of you guys are absolutely right. I mean, Yeah, I mean that's it. So I think Maura, that was your first question, but I think you answered it for on that one. But sorry. Okay. So anyway, hopefully we're past that one. Sorry, dumb question. Do you know why American exports seem to be so expensive everywhere in the EU, even before tariffs? I've never heard of them being decently priced anywhere. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Other than our labor, I would imagine is a lot higher than a lot of other countries. Oh, look at Nate, you beat me to it. American labor is expensive. If you were talking like I am, you would have beat me on that one. And did I read all those books? Yeah, I read all those books. All right, so I mean, I think that's the first thing is America's labor. I just think that's what it is. I would imagine too, besides the labor, we just don't want to. If that makes sense. I mean, if America is supposed to be this technological advanced society and AI is our big thing and energy production and just come time to think of mental things, we're not building little trinkets and stuff like small little things that you buy and discard. I just don't think we're selling a whole lot just because there's no market for them, enough money that we can make to substantiate the actual thing. So, okay, Dill Pickle. Well, the economy is just raising prices. It's self-feedback loop. Yeah, all right, let's slow down when we're typing. But the economy is just raising prices. It's self-feedback loop. I want to agree with you. I'm just not sure exactly what you're saying on that one. So Del Pickle, thank you for doing that one. A reminder, guys, if you haven't liked this, please like this and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. My goal was to hit 500. We're only at 414, which is, hey, is actually a lot of people coming off this one thing. So that's good. Hitting up 84 minutes. But anyway, thank you for that. Am I Hindu? Do I look Hindu? Whatever. Welcome to the channel, buddy. All right. So, all right. overall, and get paid well for your labor there, you mean. Is that what they were trying to say? Yeah, get paid well for their labor. Yeah. Dang, I thought you were one of the good ones. You thought I was one of the good ones. Okay. Yeah, not sure why I bring that in there. All right. If labor is expensive, why laborers aren't rich? It's a self-feedback loop to correct my... It's a self-feedback. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Oh, okay, Dilpit, you're not English? You don't... Are you from America? Where are you from? Actually, now I'm curious. Okay, if products are too expensive to export, what do you think Americans can export besides entertainment? Yeah, that's a good one. Technology. I would say technology. That's my first answer. It bears feet and run away before it catches you. I'm not that fast. I've never seen a Hindu elitist before. Very cool. Okay, you're from America? Okay. Oh, you are? Yes, in USA. Okay. Hey, well, okay. Thank you for being here. We got a lot of people from Europe. Weird. Portugal, UK. Someone just came on from somewhere else. Scotland was on here, and then Sweden was on here too. I don't know. You could beat me in a fist fight. Cool. Awesome. America is a city in Uttar Pradesh, America, India. So you have a city in India named America? Is that what I'm reading? It's interesting. Huh, that's actually interesting. American poor, unemployed on food stamps. I don't know what word that's supposed to be, Nate. Roughly $9 and $80 a month. American poor, unemployed on food stamps. That's SNAPs. Roughly $180 a month. That's more than the average salary of a businessman working full-time in Russia. Yeah. I mean, it's just a cost of living, too, for that matter. Banana Power, you're back. You were supposed to be in bed, buddy. Thanks for subscribing, no. So anyway, welcome back. Dirty Street. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't call the people names like that. That's rude. But all right. India smarter than USA. All right. The average wage in the world is $5 a day. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, actually, that's the average, huh? It's interesting. More Americans make more than an hour. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, our minimum wage, I don't think, $7.25, I think, is the lowest minimum wage in the country. I could be wrong, but Germany, wow, man, we got people from Germany now. We have a bunch of people from Europe here. I don't know how this... It's like 1 a.m., isn't it there? Like 1 a.m. in Germany? I think Mauro said it was 1 a.m. in Portugal, which I imagine you're on the same, maybe not the same time zone. I don't know. I mean, it all just comes down to managing your finances. I've survived off of $20 an hour and bought a house in 2024. Yeah, it's all about managing your spending. 2:19, is that what time it is? Oh, what are you doing up here? Okay, number one, what are you doing awake at 2:19 in the morning? Number two, why the heck are you watching this? Okay, so that's weird. Minimum wage in Texas is $7.25. Yeah, $7.25. I think, I could be wrong. I could do a quick Google search, but I think $7.25 is the lowest minimum wage. I could be completely wrong. I don't know what North Dakota is or Alaska, but you couldn't go to sleep just because you wanted to watch this channel, huh? Oh, Germany, I barely know her. Anyway, so that's why I'm up. Well, hey, you're got an interesting discussion going on about the economy and why America doesn't ship all around the world, why Americans are competing with China for depressed goods. So anyway, the overall inflation went back down, but we kept the prices just for more money. Yes, okay. Dill Pickles, night shift producing caffeine for all the Coke and Pepsi out there. All right, well, hey, Dill Pickle, I want to get back to that, but night shift producing caffeine for all that thing. So America, us. Wait. Does this say America, us stupid? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Hopefully your translator switched that. I haven't Southern California, and the minimum wage I think is $19 or $20, and people still can't afford to live here in Southern California. I agree. I actually went to college in San Bernardino. So veteran 61. If you are a veteran, thank you. I actually went to college in San Bernardino, so I know all about that. My mother still lives in Hemet, if that makes any sense. Hearing surviving and $20 an hour in the same sentence makes me sad how shit country this is. LOL. Yeah. Colorado's 142081 in Colorado. Muppet country. All right. 201 gas here. Will it get under $2 before the new year? Yeah, hopefully. Muppet country. All right. The cost of living is why in October peak refinery 60. Yeah. Okay. Refineries are shutting down. Three refineries shut down in California. I'll tell you that right now. Liter of gas here in Germany. I don't know what a liter is, but all right, sounds good. Mike on the day shift. Thanks for working for Pepsi. Get a better paying job. Oh, I just moved from Escondido and Hemet. Oh, there you go. In a 55 and older community, and you can't believe all the houses that are being built here. Yeah, I can. I was just there 2 weeks ago, so I was in Hemet. I know exactly what you're talking about. That is funny. That God, this world. Anyway, man, Veteran 61. Make sure you like and subscribe and all the other stuff. Go back to school. I'm not sure if that was commented to me. I don't know your name, but I bet it's something rubbish like Dave. No. The big one is set to shut down by 2028 and will result in 88% of California premium special blend. Yeah. I'm interested about that special blend. That thing was always crap. Anyway, I wanted to go back to that one comment. God, which one was it? Overall inflation went down. 1 liter is 1,000 millimeters. Hey, that makes it even worse. Yeah. And walked into a wall. Yeah, I have, sure. Anyway, so it was interesting, the fact that with inflation going down, the cost to move goods, they're still keeping the prices high because they can. So until a product has a competitor, it's still going to be high. And that's the whole thing behind that. So nuclear power plant across from Marine Corps base, Pendleton is finally being removed. Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting that it's going away. So yeah. Does America have a plan to increase its exports to Central and South America, given it's by land? Yeah, it was, we talk about Africa more. Okay, actually, it's you more. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the whole thing about Venezuela going forward, I really doubt that we'd be traveling by land through other countries. And that's kind of the whole thing is, I don't know if that's even appropriate at all on that one. So I don't know how that would play out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what would happen on that one, but so we'll see what happens. Do you believe in global warming? And if you do, is it affecting the weather throughout the world? You know, that is a interesting one. Do I believe in global warming? Do I agree that the world is changing? Yes, I do. Do I think that at that point, it's been different for centuries, thousands and thousands of years. It's always changing. So why is it special now? That's what I want to look at. I'm trying to. It was real, but not to the point where. Oh, look at that. Hey, Nate, man, you and I are on the same topic. I hope we talk again soon. I hope you subscribe. Global warming is not the real, but the point exactly. Tell me about Illuminati. I can't. I don't know. The polar bears in Alaska agree with you. You wouldn't know global warming if it hit around your goatee. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So I wouldn't know it. Great. Cool. All right. Because you're right. Because I'm only going to live, for a couple hundred years, and that's about it. So, Dill Pickle, yeah, I agree. And that's kind of the funny thing about that one. So fun stuff there. So that negative comment makes no sense. Yeah, I agree. They're ridiculous, but it is what it is. I don't know why people come on someone else's thing while we're actually having the decent discussion about a lot of things and be talking like that. I don't know. I don't know what they're, I guess on a Sunday night, they're just poor and lonely, and that's what they're doing. Am I a fan of Diddy? No, I was always a Tupac guy. I was West Coast. That's where I went to college. So, and that was the time that I was in. So, no, not a fan of Diddy at all. No. Anyway, you want to talk about 90s rap with me? That's what you want to do? Do you think the current generation or future generations are going to be affected by social media? Oh, that's a good question. Yes, I read all the books. UNC is just high. Okay. Oh, God, social media. Man, I don't think we have time, veteran, to talk about how much, because yes, 100% agree. If you watch one of the videos I dropped, it's called Character AI. It's about how people are so lost into their own world of being, with their own made up characters, and they're just absolutely going crazy. So watch that. It's called Character AI. I put it out 3 weeks ago. It has 36 views right now. It says my AI girlfriend just goes to me. I think reading stuff like that, it's a matter of like just craziness. And I think the social atmosphere of it. So veteran, let's not bring that up tonight overall. Watch some of the videos that I've done and come back at me with that one. But it is one of those things where it's nuts. All the people with social media, people are sitting more and becoming overweight. Okay, yes, sorry, I should have read that too. And also people with social media become sitting and becoming overnight. Yeah, it's a matter of, that's it. That's the whole point. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So overall, that's a long topic, veteran. I'd love to talk about it, but not tonight. Doing a smelly poo, just in case anyone wanted to know. No, we didn't want to know. All right, guys. So good time. We're approaching 94 minutes, which is something way beyond what I've ever done. I appreciate those. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please go ahead and do that. Good poo, can you block him? Yeah, I can block him. Humans, I probably try not to block people just because, but the guy's probably like 12 and with lonely and with no friends. Humans produce about 0.9% carbon dioxide per day, and trees alone consume roughly 0.13. Yeah. Meaning trees alone consume more carbon dioxide than humans can ever produce. Yeah. The interesting thing, Nate, though, but here's my problem about that. We keep cutting trees down, though. I mean, where's that balance of, to me, people, I mean, I get it, but it just seems like we just keep, whenever a neighborhood goes up, you got 100 homes going into this thing, but they knock down every forest tree. There's going to be that balance where you just don't do it. There's not enough trees to absorb. I don't know. I mean, if you put the law or rule out there that if you cut down a tree, you got to plant a tree. I don't know. Yeah, I figured you're 73, no friends. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. London, man, volcano emissions. Yeah, that's huge. Hey, yeah, okay, there you go, Nate. Yeah, plant 2 trees. Exactly. Have you ever been trapped? Supermarket hiding for SCP. Wish I knew. You bump in the cart so you get caught, but you get turned to. Yeah, okay. Funerals? Hard to just get up from my chair, but it can be done and pay it forward. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yep. And Ray, you have I been muted? No, I see you. I see your comments. Have I been muted? No, you haven't. Oh God, say you're trying really hard to be a YouTuber without saying it. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what else. We get it. You read books. Great. Do you watch? Oh, I Show Speed. I know I've seen it. Do I watch it? No, I don't watch it. I don't know. He does some interesting stuff. I'll put it that way. But sir, I saw you at a Diddy freak off. You were doing that. Yeah, you saw it, man. Hopefully, the good thing about Diddy videos or Diddy places is no video. So there's that. AI impact on rural. Okay, so I thought AI impact on rural America was an interesting topic. On why rural? But okay, maybe it's just disconnected. Maybe, yeah. There's only one guy. Oh, really? Come on now, get out of here. You're done. User. I have a lot of respect for those. Different subjects. Yeah, it's how many trees we plant versus consume. Yeah. Hey, is it OMIC, whatever? Thank you, Mr. Truth. Don't let the haters hate you. I know. It's terrible. Isn't that funny? It's funny that people would just be stupid stuff. All right. My grandma got arrested. All right. So I'm tired. It's late here. But Maura, I do want to talk about you. There should be a minimum of Gen X and millennials entry requirement here. Anything younger has rarely proven to contribute nothing but brain rot. All right. Good topic. Hey, guys, if you hadn't liked or subscribed already, please do. We actually got a lot of subscribers from this. So thank you guys for coming to the chat. Brain rot was your topic. Brain rot. I forgot. I like to watch policemen pull people over and say, you're making me laugh. I agree. I love those. We're like, what do I do when I get pulled over? I think I'm just going to run and I'll just do that. So yeah, it's stupid. I enjoy those too. That's what I want to do that. Henri, what was your last topic? The AI impact on rural America was an interesting topic. My other question, yeah, good night, Mara. Thank you so much for all your stuff. Please like and subscribe. I'd like to talk to you later on. No, I forgot. Oh, why is it rural? Yeah, maybe, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Maybe they don't get out much. Yeah, that's a huge factor. But anyway, all right. What time am I on next? I am on between 6 and 7 on Sundays. I try and get on here. I can't tell you if it's at 6, it's at 7. It's really whenever dinner ends and I get a chance to get down here. So that's what I've got going on for me. Those sovereign citizens are just plain crazy. All right. We're going to end that. We're going to hitting 100 minutes, which for me is absolutely crazy, guys. An action figure of J.D. Vance just says you're a homosexual. Yeah, I'm going to end it on that one. Congratulations for catching on at this point. So anyway, guys, it has been fun. It's been real. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing. I got so many good things going on right now. Really do appreciate it. 2026 is going to be amazing. Keep following, going forward on this whole thing. And you guys in the chats, Keep up the good work. And that's the truth between lines.